Well, let me show you what I have done here. So I've got two stops that I've put in place. To hold that. So if I need to tip it out, I think what's happening is, and I notice this when I use my clamp here, it's a step clamp, that this is deflecting out just a little bit. Maybe I need to get that right out on the center line. Let me try one more because I do have two extra. Let's just see what happens if I do this one. I gotta tip that blade just a little bit, I think. It's gotta go that way. Just a hair. I have to remember that whatever I do here is going to be doubled. So let's just try it. What happens with this one? Did it. That's right on the money. Beautiful. Okay, so this one's gonna get thrown away, and that's a keeper. I'll do the rest of them. Then we can start putting them together. Well, from the first one to the last one, they're dead nuts 90 degrees. And the one thing I couldn't figure out was I'm getting chip out on the back side here on all of them, but I'd forgotten that when I used this to do my angled cuts, I don't remember what the heck I was doing. I clipped off a little bit of this, so there's no support back there. That much of the support is gone. But no big deal. I'm just going to sand that lightly anyway. And we'll come back and put them together. Alright, I've got them configured in three ways basically. No bolts, you can just use the clamps. Stack them together for something that's, you know, a bit thicker. And then use the spacers to get your pressure on these points here, and then your band clamp around the bushings. So it looks like it's going to be a fine system. I'm excited about using it. And let me take you this one apart so you can see how it goes together. So just some standard washers here. There's my X. I got to make sure that my X whichever way it's facing, the other one is facing the same direction. That way I know they go together perfectly. So that's the one. Then I used fender washers, bushings, another couple fender washers, and then standard washers in the bolts. So that's the anatomy of it. Put it back together. And I just snug those up by hand, and that's plenty good right there. All right, let's see how this is going to work here. Oop, I got that on the wrong way. Well, I can still do it. You just wrench it from this side. That's kind of a nice little feature there too. You could slide these up and down and get them right where you want them. For pressure points. That looks good. It's a good one. Thanks for watching. All four corners look equally as good, and these clamping corners really, I'm impressed how well they work. And the adjustment just by tapping on the one side or the other to bring these into absolute, just perfect registration. I've always kind of struggled with that, but this has made it easy. On to the next one. And these turn out really nice. They're nice and square, and I attribute that to the way they were clamped up. I mean, obviously you got to cut a nice joint too, but that clamping jig really helped. So all I've done here is sanded them. I ran them through my drum sander and got everything nice and trued up on both sides, and then went around and hit everything with 150, 180, 220, then finished it, or sealed it I should say, with shellac, and then I'll come back and scratch this with some 220 so that the paint that I put on here will stick. So that's that one. And then this one is, you know, a similar design, only my wife wanted this part out here to be wider. This one as well turned out nice and square. So I really like that. Even though the pictures are probably not square, but again, same procedure, 150 with 180, 220, because my drum sander is equipped with a 150 belt, and these, you know, it does a terrific job of bringing everything into plane, and this just sits nice and flat. You can even hear it when it hits the bench. It's all hitting at the same time. So same procedure. I'll scratch that. She wants to paint the inside here gold or yellow. I'm not sure what she's looking for, and then I don't remember if the outside's going to be purple or black, whatever. So this one here is going to be all black. So this will be easy. I've got one more to make, but I'm still waiting on dimensions from her. But that gives you an idea of how I do a picture frame. Thanks for watching.